Michael Myers!
Oh. He just looked like he was shocked. He shocked me white.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay, he's Michael, and we're gonna review, obviously, fucking Halloween. Gooey gumdrops. And
we watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Halloween was made in 1978. It was directed by John Carpenter and written by him and his wife, Deborah Hill. And it stars Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis. It started the fucking slasher business.
It did. It started.
You had Psycho and you had Black Christmas, but Michael Myers here started it.
Yeah, Michael Myers was all about it.
He was the first.
All about it.
He was the real deal. He was the real deal. I see your little pinhole there where Lori stuck that pin in you. How was that for you? That was not a good day. That was not a good day. Halloween, guys, it was made for $320,000. Think about the movie Transformers. You could have had 42 or whatever. I'm not going to math Halloweens out of that. So
you gotta have Michael Bay. I want money.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, they paid Donald Pleasance $20,000 for 5 days of work. They spent over half their money on the Panavision cameras, and it paid off.
I thought you were gonna say their pants.
Speaking of pants, no, you know they actually had to buy their own wardrobes for the movie.
Motherfucker!
Laurie Strode got her, or Jamie Lee Curtis got all her shit from JC.
Wouldn't you imagine, like, if you would come on a set and someone's like, "Yeah, we got this movie. You're gonna be the star of the movie, Jamie." I was like, "Oh, cool. Bring your own shit." What about lunch?
This was her
Bring
first,
your own donuts.
This was her first like full feeture film.
Yeah, she actually became the scream queen.
And like, she is. She damn well is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So
Michael Myers. Okay, Michael Myers when he was younger. Do you want to tell it? Yeah. All right. So Michael Myers is going to explain to you the plot of the movie Halloween. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? There's a man in a mask and he murders people. Okay, I'll give you your actual plot.
Let's just get to it, Jake. God damn!
Do you like jack-o'-lanterns or turnips?
So the movie starts with Michael Myers. He's just a little kid. His sister goes upstairs to have sex with this dude, and then he goes upstairs and kills his naked sister while he's wearing his clown mask that he picked up on.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. He stabs her to death. She's naked. Comes outside. His parents pull up, and they seem like they live in this nice, like suburban neighborhood, like nothing's wrong. But you know, dude just stabbed his sister. So his parents are like, "Michael, why?" Yeah. And he goes to the mental institution. Dr. Loomis is his doctor for 15 years, and he finally breaks out of the institution and goes on a killing spree.
I mean, you got a guy in this creepy ass mask like this, sits there and stares at you and will butcher your ass without any emotion, and that's fucking scary. The music itself, like the music, the characters, like everything about this movie was so like well done. But if you imagine sitting back, if you can go back to 1978 and you're sitting in a theater and you've never seen a movie like this, this movie would fuck you up.
Watching it for the first time on VHS at your house, the first time Michael Myers showed, when Laurie Strode looks out that window and he's standing at that car and you just see the mask, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in for like some shit right now. Yeah. This movie looks insanely scary. And you know, he just pops up and he doesn't kill anybody for a while. You don't know how he's gonna kill people. You don't know what he's gonna do. It's just this shapeless, just like machine that can't be stopped.
What made this movie so original and scary in my mind was the fact that Michael Myers, as a young kid, was like a normal kid, or apparently he was. I mean, he was raised in a nice home in a nice neighborhood, and then he just snaps for no fucking reason. Like, he just goes apeshit and kills his naked sister. Not that it was a bad thing. It hurt. Yeah, it did. Like, I know that people probably left that theater and they're like, "You know that kid that lives next door? He's fucking like, he looks like that boy." It's like I'm putting 3 locks on my fucking door.
Yeah, but not.
That's it, Deborah.
Not just that though. With the ending of the movie, where if there had never been any sequels to this, imagine watching that for the first time. You don't know anything about it. He's not a trademark at this point. The end of the movie, they look and he's gone. They shot him 6 times and he's gone. Yeah, you just jetted the fuck out of there.
How did you do that?
Is he supernatural? Is he supernatural? Is he just a maniac killer? He got up and walked away from being shot 6 times, stabbed in the neck. There's this hole right there. And he got up and walked away from it. Is he coming after me next? Where is he? He could be in any regular old neighborhood.
It was also the music itself. Like, it seared forever. That do-do-do-do-do-do. And everybody knows, like, when you hear that music, you know what the fuck it is. You know Michael Myers is somewhere. When you hear that, when you like killing people, do you hear that music in your head, like, jam to it? Yeah. at the end of Halloween 1 when he shoots him and if they left that alone and you never knew, people today would be like, well, is he dead or did he like limp off and die somewhere or is he supernatural? At the same instance though that Michael Myers is meant to be like a human, but he's crazy. Like he's fucking not that it's bad that you're crazy, it's also a good thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like this movie, like each time he appears on screen, every death scene in this movie is iconic. From him strangling the girl into the car.
No.
To of course everybody knows the scene, see anything you like? And him no. He puts the knife in that dude, hangs him there, and then the creepiest part of all, show us what you did. What'd you do with your head? You stabbed the dude in the chest?
That was awesome.
That was fucking,
to me,
holy
that
shit.
is the iconic Michael Myers. Like that to me, that's it. Like I love that scene. I know. I mean, people have that debate. Like, was Michael Myers supernatural or was he human in the first one? But to me, I think that he was a mix, maybe a blend between the both. Because I know that you're like, well, he can't stand and stare at a wall for 15 years. But he was like, he had a singular like you imagine your whole life. Your entire life as a human being, you have one goal in your life to do this one thing, and there's nothing else that will affect it. And so he sat there on that chair and looking at that wall for 15 years. That's it. That's all he wanted to do.
What I personally choose to believe is that he's not necessarily possessed by the devil. He's not just a crazy guy who wants to murder people. I think, and this is what makes it so scary to me, I like to think it's something we don't even know about.
Yeah.
It's just something that hasn't been, we don't know what his motivation, we don't know what he is. He is the shape.
So, and he made this iconic character. Now people make all these suppositions and innuendos and all these different secret scenarios that are going on in the movie. And you know, John's like, sometimes like, this is fucking stupid. I wrote this on my toilet in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. This movie could not have been made without Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis just, I mean, when you've got all these scenes of nothing happening and all you have to go off of is what Dr. Loomis is telling you about this guy, he's like, he's pure evil. You have no idea what you've unleashed. He's pure evil. Every word that comes out of Donald Pleasant's mouth in this movie is iconic. Every word of it. Everything he says just builds up and builds up and builds up to what this guy is.
Yeah, when I think of Donald Pleasance, I think Donald Pleasance was one of those guys that was a great storyteller and was able to give that information to the audience and then be like absorbed by it. Because he's got the perfect voice, he's got the perfect mannerisms, and everybody's like, oh my god, this guy's like, this Michael Myers character is like fucking crazy. And I think the guy that's going to go unspoken and who's the main guy is Michael Myers himself. The guy that was cast as Michael Myers, that was you. Yeah. He deserved an Academy Award because I think that he moved like a serial killer. I know people would say like, oh, well, you had a mask on so you can't see his face, so there's no... But he was able to move it in a certain way and have shadow effects to where it looked like maybe at one scene he was like giving empathy or another scene that he looked like a vicious killer.
Yeah, and you know, that was just John Carpenter's buddy who was on set, and he saw him walking one day and he was like, you put on the mask.
And that was, I think that's what happened unintentionally by John Carpenter. I think John Carpenter set up to make a great slasher movie, and then what happened is he created an iconic character that took forefront with the Halloween movie.
Yeah. It's ultimately scary enough to have this invader in your home that you know is going to kill you holding this knife. But what is so scary about him, if you can imagine in your head the scariest possible face to see of the person who's broken into your home and is trying to kill you, is that face. That is the scariest, most blank, expressionless, freaky fucking face I've ever seen in my freaky fucking life.
But your mother could love it. You can't beg your way out of it. I mean, he's not going to make any noise. You're going to say, "Oh, please don't go kill me, Mr. Michael Myers," and it's just going to be, it's going to be, you're over. You're done.
When you see this face, it's time to stop. I give this movie a 9.5. Yes, there's a couple slow moments in it, and I gotta say, just a little bit of the acting. Like when he kills his sister in the beginning, it was so bad. Like her acting was so bad. Like you're getting stabbed with a knife, and she's like, "Oh, Michael," and we're on like the 5th stab. Sorry.
You did a good job though. Yeah, she was dead.
You killed her. This is probably my favorite horror movie of all time.
Fresh to death.
Absolutely, just none of the movies we love today could have happened without this. This was just smartly, perfectly, and well done movie, and I absolutely love it with my whole heart.
Good job. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a 9.0. I think it was like it reinvented the horror genre with its serial killer stuff. It's never been done before. I mean, you can mention Psycho and Black Christmas and stuff like that, but this movie was the first time that brought the serial killer to the forefront and was like so iconic with that emotionless face, and like it was just something about it, man. It just captured it all. So I'm gonna give it a 9.0. You're gonna give it a 9.5. It's a fantastic movie. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know why you guys haven't seen it. This movie goes with October. When October 1st comes around, if you get your movies lined up, this has got to be one of those movies that you've got to absolutely watch before October 30th, before it's over. What do you give it?
Silence speaks 1,000 words. And where were you? What were you doing the first time that you saw this movie? What effect did it have on you, whatever age you are? The first time you saw this face.
When I saw the jack-o'-lantern on remember the VHS, the jack-o'-lantern, I always avoided it. It was scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, it's just a jack-o'-lantern, and then I watched it, I was like, what the fuck?
I'm Mike, he's Jay, that's Michael. We'll be back with a review of Halloween 2. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
That was so fucking long.
Yeah, it was. I think that was like a 30-minute video.
What the fuck?
Michael Myers, you were at a schoolyard with children and nobody said, that's a little suspicious that a grown man in a mask is like holding children. It's not a bad thing, though. I mean, I'm sure you
didn't kill any of the children.
No, you did good things.